Fellow YouTubers, how's it going? Doing a video here, I'm gonna put it up, review of the 389 Pete, now that we've got 33,029 miles on it. Of course, if you've been following me, I bought it, it had 360, so I think it was probably the truck that pulls the other two trucks come up from Denton up to Tulsa, because that's be about right. And now we got 33,000 on it. So I wanted to do a review and cover the three main things I get asked, which is how much did the truck cost, what kind of fuel mileage are you getting, and why didn't you get a glider? So how much does the truck cost? Well, if you've ever bought a new truck, you know you're gonna be in the 6-digit range. So I can tell you, for what these trucks go for, if you call around and you've gotten some prices on them, I got a good deal out of Tulsa, Peterbilt Steve. It was just a great buying experience from start to finish, and he gave me a hell of a deal on the truck. Back home, I was gonna pay an extra 10 grand for this truck, you know, for the exact same truck. So I got a good deal on it. Fuel mileage, now that she's not really broke in, they say, you know, once you get up there 80, 100,000 miles, can be good and set in. Some guys say, you know, 30, 50,000, you're good, but you'll start to see your mileage increase, because it's still real tight right now. It's from, you know, being new and everything, excuse me. So we don't get anything under 5, and I cover this in the video, you're gonna see it. You know, for me, I'm not complaining. It is what it is. Light, if we're running light freight, we can get 6.5. And guys, I run the speed limit. You know, if speed limit is 75, and I've got a good trailer, and then I've, you know, especially if I got a light load, well, chances are I'm running 75 or 70. I don't like to push it over that, just because you're asking for something. I mean, you take a big truck much over 75, and you know, you have a tire problem, something could get pretty hairy. But generally I run the speed limit wherever I go. I mean, if you were going to take this and you were going to do no more than 65 and progressive shifts and all that jazz, you know, I think you could probably get in the 7s with this thing, light, and in the 6s heavy, but about 5.5 on a heavy load, and about 6.5 on a lightweight load. And then the other question, why didn't you get a glider? So I didn't get a glider for a couple of reasons. I didn't want to deal with the whole EPA thing. I know it's pretty docile right now with, you know, Trump in office and all that. He's trying to shut them down, but you know, this go green thing and the progressive move towards helping the environment, you're not going to stop that. It's like a bean of its own. Whether they're doing it for the environment or they're doing it for money, you're just not going to stop that, you know, them trying to cut down the greenhouse gases. And I don't need somebody telling me where I can and can't drive my truck. I got enough headaches going on. And you know, having an 08 Freightliner, excuse me, I'm sorry, with a 60 series, I've had problems getting parts for that thing. And you know, I didn't want to have to deal with having the new truck with the old motor and trying to get parts for it and whatnot. So you know, I just said, hey, you know, this thing's under warranty, and by the time it's out of warranty, I'm hoping to be, you know, in 3 years, I'd like to trade it back in and get me something else. So that's why I did that. So hopefully I've covered those three topics, because you'll see in the next two videos. We had a guy interrupt us because, you know, if you're outside, you know, polishing this thing, or you've got the hood up, chances are you're going to get approached. Everybody likes to see it and talk about it and ask questions. Hopefully I covered those three, because I can pretty much ramble on. So one other thing I wanted to cover, I'm sorry, I should tell you guys, you know, well, why didn't you buy, if you're thinking about making money, why didn't you get, you know, a Cascadia or a Volvo or something, you know, that's made to deflect all the wind for pulling a dry van and gonna get good fuel mileage and whatnot. And I just gotta tell you, man, a truck like this, the big hood trucks that I grew up riding in with my dad, those trucks I loved. I've always wanted a big hood truck, whether it be a W9 or a Freightliner Classic or a Peterbilt 389. It's just been my dream to own one of these, to own a large car. You know, I've always wanted a large car. And, you know, as you could, I don't know if you'll be able to hear from the gentleman that walked up to us, that's what he called it. He said, "Oh, you got yourself a large car there." I said, "Yeah, I do." And it's just been a dream of mine to own one of these. So I wanted the big power, and I wanted the big truck, you know, with the big hood on it. It's just a dream of mine. And, you know, and we're still making money. If I wasn't making money, I'd be letting you guys know. So hopefully I've covered it, and you guys enjoy the videos. Thanks. YouTube, what's going on? Why do you think it does that, where you like shoot video and you're looking at the signs? They always flash like that. It's weird. Anyway, you can tell we're at the Mr. Fuel Stop. We just had to go in and use the little boy's room. Walking back out to the truck. I don't know if y'all can tell which one is mine. I would hope so. I wanted to do a little review now that I've got, you know, over 30,000 on the Pete. I want to do a little review, let you guys, I don't know, give you guys some information on how well it's doing and all that good jazz. So, I gotta tell you, it's been a dream to walk out to a truck like that, walk into the parking lot and seeing my truck. So, we'll talk about how well this motor is doing, and I gotta say, I think I might have the shiniest truck here. But hopefully the background noise is not too bad. It's hot as balls here, so everybody's got their truck running. Let me shut this thing down. Gotta unlock it. Zoom in, say hi to the camera. No, not getting outside. Hold on. Alright. Open sesame, huh? I love this color. It's not a legendary color, but I mean, it is cool, right? Love it. Love everything about this truck, man. It's my dream truck. That's why I bought it. A lot of people asking me, you know, the fuel mileage and all this and the cost, and I didn't buy it for all of that. I could afford it. I should say I was lucky enough to be in a position to afford this truck, and it's my dream truck, and that's why I bought it. Fuel mileage. Let's talk fuel mileage, because that's the first question I get asked. Look at this, guys. X15 performance. When we're talking performance and fuel mileage, they don't really go together. They make an efficiency series. It's an X15 efficiency series, and from what I've heard, they get pretty good mileage.
Large car.
Huh?
Large car.
Yes, she moves pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Alright, YouTube, I'm back again. I'm sorry about that. You know, when you pop the hood on this thing and they see that big motor, people like to come over and talk to you about it and get information and all that good jazz. But back to what we were saying. Fuel mileage. A lot of people hate on it because of fuel mileage. It's built for performance, right? I mean, this thing is a pulling machine. It's really overkill for what I'm doing out here, but you know, I like a lot of power, and I like big motors, and you know, I want to be able to, I guess I'm lazy, I don't know, this motor does all the work here. That thing there just does it all, you know. 80,000 pounds is nothing to that thing, and it just makes it a real joy to drive. It's a dream of mine, and when I went in there, I told him I want the big motor and everything. So that's why I got it. And I do like how these are well open, you know, easy to work on if you had to, in comparison to, you know, some of them other motors you see out there. They're just all covered up, got a bunch of covers on it, can't get to nothing, and all that. You know, everything here is real easily accessible. I mean, shit, my 60 series, you couldn't get to all the manifold bolts like this. Gosh damn turbo's buried under the air breather box. So I do love how it's nice and open, and looking at it from a mechanical standpoint. And then the other question I get asked a lot of the time is, why didn't you buy a glider, Chris? Why did you get this thing with the whole depth? There's a downpipe there. You guys can see back in there. That's the particulate filter. You know, and that's they've changed that where it's a single in, single out. It's just got one filter, kind of like my 60 series does. And I ain't had any problems out of it yet. But yeah, that's the other question I get is why didn't you get a glider? And I tell you what, whether they're doing it for the environment or they're doing it for money, that damn Go Green EPA shit, you know, you just, guys, in my opinion, you ain't gonna stop that BS. And I don't need them coming in telling me I can't drive my truck in certain areas in certain states, and living in Colorado on the hills of California, they want to be just like those crazies out there. And I just didn't want to deal with that. This thing here is covered for 250,000 miles from front to back. Anything breaks on this or that, it's covered. The drivetrain, engine, transmission, I'm sorry, let me correct myself. The drivetrain, the transmission, and the axles and the rear ends, 500,000 miles, they're covered. You know, this thing takes a crap. You know, they got to pay to fix it, not me. And, you know, by the time the warranty is worn out, it'll be time to get another one. One thing I can tell you is on these Pete's, on these big hoods, these mounts where the hood sits, and these cradles, you want to keep those greased up or you'll get a nice squeak. You know, that's the big hood problem. But yeah, so that's enough about that. You've seen the beast, and hopefully I've explained why I bought it. But yeah, this truck here is just a dream of mine. I do like it. Actually, I love it. So now I take y'all inside so y'all can see the inside of this thing, huh? If we can get inside without being approached. In case y'all didn't know, on the Peterbilt 389s, this is your battery box here. Just take that one off. Take that one off, and the step comes off, and there's your batteries. Bob's your uncle. That would be your air dryer down there on these things. And then that's my air tank. Alright. Oh, zoom in. Look at what the dog done. I told you stay out of my receipt booklet, mister. Alright, go on. Go on. Oh, so here's the inside. Just so I get in there. Keep my headset there. Where all the work gets done. Oh, yeah, this is horrible lighting. CB up there. Got all our gauges. And unsavory people walking around. Turn the light on. Back there is the sleeper. Alright, let's give y'all a tour back here. It's a double bunk. Keep my cleaning supplies, cubbies, you know, socks, undies, games, I don't know, cleaning supplies, shorts, first aid kit, gotta have that. First safety vest, Fruity Pebbles, bowls, fan. We keep the printer over here so we can print out all our Raycons. Food, front line for the dog. These have nice big beds in them. I mean, look at that. It's bigger than a twin. Might be a full or crossbreed between a full and a twin, but there's dirty clothes bag. We leave it hanging there. And then it has two full-size closets. See? Okay, I'll hang all my clothes up. And then cubby holes in both the doors. The dog, you got to get one of those on your own. Got another full closet over there. Got the dog food. Water bowl sitting down there. And you got your controls back here for your alarm and heat and AC, light switch, cigarette holder if you smoke. I don't smoke at all. It's a bad habit. And then a fridge. Love that fridge. Even though I don't use it very much. Are y'all ready to see this? Is sad. We got PB&J and Fiji, and we got water, and so we got stuff. We got to go shopping. But yeah, I got a freezer, fridge, and this freezer, I mean, it stays. Look, this makes ice up here. That thing works great. So, little vanity mirror in case you gotta, you know. Yeah, we still look good. So, but that's it. And then there's the driver's cockpit. We're not back there. We're not back here. We're up there doing our thing. So, keep our Qualcomm over there and all that good jazz. So now y'all have seen the inside of the truck. Usually I don't have this box in here. I gotta mail some stuff back to the shipper. My trash can over there. So I hope y'all enjoyed the tour, and love this truck. Can't say enough. Hope everybody's doing good out there, and we'll catch y'all in the next video.